Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 19th of January 2017. Now, sorry that these cards are really late today. I wasn't initially going to do any, but I got a lovely message from somebody who watches these videos. And as I was talking to her, spirit were like, you need to say this, you need to say this. So I've decided to do the cards. So they're late, but the message needs to come out apparently. The reason I wasn't going to do these cards is because I can't hear in this year at all. 3 o'clock this morning, I was woken up with the most excruciating pain in my ear. Absolutely terrible. I was lying with amethyst on it and everything, and really bad. And I've got up this morning and I can't hear. So I sat and said to Spirit, what is going on? I mean, at the end of the day, sorry for keep going on about it, but basically from the beginning of this year, I've been ill, all sorts of ill. Everything is happening. And to be honest, I'm pig sick of it now, So I've had a few words with them today. And I've also sought advice as well from it. And what has came in is that this is not my shit, so whoever it is there, please can you sort your shit out, because I'm sick of having this. But like I say, I've mentioned about empaths before. We absorb things like a sponge, and we take on a lot of what is energetically around. Now, what I'm wanting to say today and what is coming out today is that there is some issue I feel it's a male figure, and there's a male figure who I feel is constantly in your ear, and this not being able to hear is on my right side, and I really feel it's like they're saying it's Mr. Always Right. So I don't feel that this person will ever admit that they are wrong. And what I'm getting this in my ear all the time. And it's somebody is needing to block this off. It's like they're wanting to stick their fingers in the ears and say, please stop it. Because I really feel that there's a lot of control coming in with this. And I feel that it's not, whatever they are saying, it's like in your soul, that that's not right. But physically, when it's there and it's being heard and all of this all of the time, this is not cool at all, and it's not working. It's not working for you, and I think it's adding to any stresses or anything. It's like you're trying to sort stuff out yourself, but when you're constantly being told things and constantly being told things, it's what I'm feeling is it's getting very confusing, it's getting very frustrating, and it's actually getting very stressful as well. Now, so this is what they're saying. So, somebody that is watching this will be aware of what I'm saying, because I feel that this message is for them. Now, if we are going through a stressful time, if we are, which a lot of us are at the moment, there's very strange energies this year, and I feel that this year will continue to be a one of chaos, and it's sort of like push and pull. This is what I'm getting. So if you are going through this, right, the people that are there for you, or the people that are around you, what they should basically be doing is they should be showing up for you. They should be holding space for you and allowing you to hold space for yourself. Now, when they hold space, what holding space means is that they are just there. They are there to listen. They are there to just be there in the physical. They are there to hold you if you need holding. They are not there to give advice, to tell you what you should do, or to try and sway you on a certain path that might not be there for you. They just show up. They're not there to fix your problems. They are just there. And that is what holding space means for somebody, just being there. And you can hold space for yourself as well by just being there for yourself, not trying to sort out, right, okay, what is it I need to do? What is it I need to do to make this better? It will go on its own accord. It will turn out in its own accord. So just hold space for yourself. This is a form of massive respect to yourself, and anybody that is there to hold space for you, it is a form of massive respect from them to you as well. Okay, not somebody that's in your ear and in your ear and in your ear. And I really feel that this is quite a dominant male here as well. Now, when this came through, what Spirit gave to me as well was the Jimi Hendrix quote, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, this is when you should know peace. So I feel what they're saying there is very similar to what I've just said. Holding space for somebody is showing love. That is showing how powerful love can actually be. But being in somebody's ear like this, that is actually showing power rather than love. Okay, so I feel that's why that quote was brought in. So that was the message that I feel needed to come out. I feel there's stuff on your chest as well that needs to come off. It's like you feel like you aren't being heard. You are scared to actually voice your own opinions. You are scared to come back at this person with your way of seeing things because they will not have it. They will not have it. And you know that that will be a battle. So this is, I feel, it's causing a lot of heaviness on the chest. And this is why I feel, there may be problems with your ears, or they may be just wanting to drown things out as well. So I really hope that message gets through to whoever needs it, because I do feel it as somebody, that is watching that needs that message. Please let me know if it is, because like I say, I wasn't going to do the video today, but that came through loud and clear. The second I decided to do the video, the pain has now stopped in my ear, so that's it. It needed to get across, and at the moment, Spirit are working me like a dog, to be honest, and I'm really going to have to put some boundaries up, because this is not actually very good for my physical well-being as well. I'll work for them, I'll do whatever they want, but this absorbing everything is not good. And like I say, I didn't feel it was mine, and that has been verified to me this morning as well. So right, okay, the cards for today, very interesting. Now today, the 19th of January, what has happened is we have the sun going into Aquarius, right? And this is, it's fabulous, because what this is about liberation. This is about freedom. This is being your own unique self. Now, we've had these cards this week, about, embracing your weirdness, about being you, about showing up and being who you are, and not being afraid to do that as well, And like I say, we have the sun coming to Aquarius today, round about this time, actually, I think it's round about this exact time. And what this is going to do, it's going to free things up. It's going to allow you it's going to give you strength to actually find this voice, I feel. Now, I don't feel that this might even have to be within an argument. You don't have to not have an argument to get your point across. You just have to decide that this is the path you are going on, the path of authenticity, the path of following your soul, and the path that works for you and not for other people. Okay, so this is about freedom. This is cutting all ties. This is going off out on your own, and actually living your own life, rather than living it in the way others dictate, that you should do. So the card that actually comes in today, the tarot card, is quite interesting. These three cards are actually quite interesting when we look at this message today. So this card, the first thing I got when I seen this was like, where's your head at? I think it was the Pixies song, wasn't it? Because the Seven of Cups here, it talks about choices, decisions, confusion. Okay, and there's so much going around. If we have a look, it's like this figure is a shadow of them former self. This is what they're saying to me. They are a shadow. So this is not somebody standing up and being who they are and showing themselves. This is somebody who is lurking in the dark, and looking at all of this projections, really, I feel projections in front of them. And actually getting very, very confused, because when this card comes in, it's like not knowing what is real and not knowing what isn't, So this is why you can't make any clear decisions, because it's the not knowing what is real. And so this is causing a massive mind fog and so much confusion, I think, as well. Like I say, I keep getting this person in my ear. So if somebody's telling you something all of the time, then you tend to believe it. They're just bringing in there, I don't know if anybody's heard the term gaslighting before, and this is it's massive, and especially around where there's power and control. Now the term comes from an old film, and what happened was, within the film, the husband wanted to convince the wife that she was insane, so he would do little things. He would turn the light down a little bit, and every time she mentioned it, he would go, no, that's exactly the same as what it was. So eventually she actually went insane, because she was being told that she was. And all of these little things that were happening in the physical, when she was mentioning them, the guy was saying, no, that's the way it's always been. So she started to doubt herself. And this is what people who practice the gaslighting do. They actually start planting these little seeds. So these lead to self-doubt, and then you actually believe whatever they are saying. This happens a lot within advertising. If we look in newspapers, if we look in TVs, whatever, we are being sold all the time. Your life is not good enough. You will not be happy, but you need this product. If you get this product, that will make you happy. So this is actually a form of gaslighting, that we get on a daily basis. And because it's subtle, and because it's not in our face, it subconsciously goes in. This is how hypnosis is that powerful, because it's the planting the suggestion, and then letting your mind work through it. So, there's a lot of this coming through. And with this card, there's a great little story, and I love it. And there's all these horses, and then there's this unicorn, and the unicorn is like, I'm a unicorn, I'm a unicorn. Look, I've got one on my cup. I love unicorns. So it's like, I'm a unicorn, I'm a unicorn. The other horses are saying, no, you're not. You're just a horse with a stupid growth on your head. So the unicorn's like, no, I'm a unicorn. And they're going, no, you're not. You're the same as us. But look, you've just got something different. That stupid thing that's on your head. So the unicorn is sort of, starts to doubt itself. And what is happening is the horses, are actually trying to take away the unicorn's magic. Now, if anybody tries to take away the magic in our life, that, we shouldn't have them in, because our life should be about magic, and like I say, we need to do something about this, because evil will prevail if the good man does nothing about it, and this is what I'm trying to say with this card. It's see what is real and see what isn't, because are you seeing things really how they are, or are you seeing them how you were told that they should be, because there's a lot. I really just want to block out, and like I say, I don't know, it's a male figure. That's all I know, that it's a male figure here, because there's a lot of illusions here are prominent. This is it. And what this card is saying is that this is about working out what is good for you, for nobody else, for you. What is good for you, because when you are living a life that is good for you, then you are better to whoever is in your life. So this card is talking about being at a crossroads, soul searching, trying to find what gives you happiness, not what you are being told will bring you happiness. Because often when this card comes in, it says that you're putting your focus in the wrong place. You're going after sort of the wrong goals, and dismissing other things that are there. So this is saying, really tap into your inner guidance today. Tap into yourself. Do not be swayed by what others are saying, or something that just looks good outwardly, because all that glitters is not gold. And you could be being presented with something here that looks like a gold cup, and when you get it, that is just tarnished, and it's gold paint, and it will come off in your hands. So like I say, this is about illusions. Please look at what is real and what isn't, because and what Spirit are saying with this as well is, a good way to work this out is to have a look at what you don't want, and then the truth of what you do want will shine through. Okay, so this is it. Look at what you don't want. Look at where you feel happy. Like I say, when you are given this gilded cup, this tarnished cup that looks like gold, Is that cup making you happy? Can you honestly sit and say within your life now, you are happy with where you are at? Because if you can, that is absolutely great. You are following your soul. If you can't, then you really need to question why you are pursuing this path. So that is what's coming through with this card. And like I say, there's a lot of clouds, a lot of doubt. There's I mean, we've got the snake here, that sneakiness, we've got things hidden, a lot of things sort of just hidden under the carpet, brushed under the carpet or something. I'm seeing there. We have got the victory, we have got the ability to succeed here, but it's like it's actually seeing everything together. We don't know which is which, so it's really about homing in and seeing what makes you feel good, where you feel happy, what it is you want from life, and turning off whatever is being told to you that does not actually fit into to your life and fit into what makes you feel good. So that is the first card. The second card, I really, really love this. We've had this one before, and this is the Osho card. And like I say, I always love the Osho because I feel these are more the unconscious of us as well. So like I say, the energy that comes through with this is great. And what this is saying is that there is by standing in his power, and if we have a look, this is his power coming, but it actually looks quite heart-like. So this is, I feel, your solar plexus and your heart chakra, by merging them together, so this is taking your power back. This is allowing your heart to express what it wants, okay? And this will bring in determination, because this is what this card is saying. It's like he's just busting through all of the blocks here. He's breaking through all of the barriers that have held him back for so long, and he's cutting through the web of logic. I don't know if you can see these like little webs there as well. This is the web of logic reasoning, that has been governing their life, and they are taking back their power. Like I say, this light is radiating from his solar plexus, and this is a time for to live in his truth, and not give a damn about what anybody else says. This is it. And it seems like when we have a look around the outside, it seems like there's been darkness, and so the darkness is in the background here. And what I always say, is with every breakdown, this is when you find the strength to break through. So at times when we are on our knees, this is when we when everything is dark, when everything is black, and we can't go any further. So I really feel that this is where somebody has been as well. And this is when you find your strength, and this is when you say enough, and you come back, and you come back stronger, and you come back fighting as well. And like I say, enough, it's a simple word. You are enough, and you have had enough. So this is saying that you will not allow yourself to be suffocated, because that's what I feel this is like, to be suffocated by the demands of society and the demands of others. I think Frank Zappa, it was, that said, without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. So like I say, it's breaking away. The sun is in Aquarius, so this is about liberation, freedom, freeing yourself, cutting the ties that chain you. And like I say, this is like only freedom can bring security for you. Only a fighting spirit can bring peace, and only when you say no more is when you can begin to receive. So there's real strange messages here, and there's a massive transformation I feel coming if you find this strength to stand in your power and to let your heart guide you as well. And it's almost like your sanity depends on it at the moment, because this is, like I say, the longer you become a victim of gaslighting, the harder it is to get out it, and it is a very, very dangerous form of abuse. Very dangerous. So if any of you aren't aware of that, please look up gaslighting. There's so much of it on the internet. So like I say, this card is saying it's time to cut loose. We then have the Colette Baron Reid card, and again, this ties in. They're all very different, the cards today, but they're all tying in together. And this is the card called Menden. But again, it is in the protection position. Everyone we've had this week has been in the protection position, you know. And what this is saying is that heartbreak is the healer of our souls, you know. Our grief is what strips away the masks that we have been wearing or that others have been wearing and we have been seeing. So by losing something, by loss, this allows us to see the bigger picture, you know. It opens us up. It opens us up where we become more sympathetic, and it opens us up because so we can become more empathetic as well. Because if you have not experienced loss or hardship, you can never fully understand somebody that has, you know. And this is it. Empathy is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And as this card says, when you have had the breakdown, this is when you get the breakthrough. And when you have had the breakdown, this is when your heart opens wide. This is when you are able to feel more, you know, and this is when you are able to give more as a whole to the world. Because this is what we need. We need open hearts. And we only have that by people that have had their hearts broken, by people that have experienced pain, experienced loss, and have not made them cold and shut their heart off, you know. So this is what is happening to you. You are being any pain that you've been experiencing, any heartbreak, any hardships, anything that has had you on your knees has only got you down there so that you can build yourself from the bottom back up and build yourself stronger and wiser and more beautiful and more loving than that you were before. Because that is what pain does to us. You know, pain makes us stronger and pain makes us more beautiful. You know, pain is a part of life, but pain takes us back to source. It takes us back to spirit. When we feel we have nothing, this is where, you know, how many people that say they are atheists, you know, they are on their deathbed, they are, you know, something bad happens and the first thing they do is pray and they ask for help. You know, because when we are at rock bottom, spirit are sometimes the only ones that are there to help us, you know. And this is when our faith develops, and this is when our faith gets strong. I've just spoke to somebody today, and they said something about my head being in the clouds, or that the world full of love is never going to happen. And they said that they were a realist, and I said, yeah, I'm a realist as well. You know, I expect miracles, and I do, because I have experienced them and I have witnessed them on so many times, and usually it has been in my darkest times as well. You know, so be real, expect miracles, because they are there, and this is when they will come to you. You know, when you actually are on the bottom. And when you ask for help, that is when it will be shown. So let any sorrow that you're experiencing at the moment, let this break your heart wide open, because that is what's needed. Spirit don't want you to be alone. They want you to know the truth. They want you to know that they are there. You know, they are there honestly and truthfully for you. Spirit will never guide you in the wrong direction. Never, ever. You know, Spirit have your back, and Spirit love you unconditionally. And that goes way beyond the human kind of love. If any of you have ever connected to Spirit, you know, the love that you feel when you connect that, you know, you feel the tingle and you feel it, you know, you feel it in your heart, you can feel it from your toes, you know, you feel it. And sometimes it's quite overwhelming, and sometimes it can bring tears, but it's because it is beautiful. It is pure unconditional love, which sometimes within life we don't actually experience, you know. So this is it. Spirit are there to love us, to help us, and to guide us into the right direction. They want us to be happy. They want us to live a life where we grow, and a life that exhilarates us, you know, a life that is free from fear, a life that is free from control. They want to give us freedom. And only when you experience immense pain is when you find your true direction, you know. And Spirit, what Spirit are doing during any pain you're experiencing at the moment, is they are trying to help you break through all these barriers, break through these cages that you have been put in for so long. You know, they're trying to get you to break through them, and they're trying to show you the way back to you. You know, so this is about remembering who you truly are on a soul level, you know, not on a 3D level, on a soul level. I think that there's a documentary called The Five Gateways, which is absolutely fabulous. I think if you Google search it, it comes up. It's on their webpage, and it's the Five Gateways. And this will explain a lot about awakening, a lot about the ascension that a lot of us are going through, a lot about the pain that we experience in doing this as well, because we're breaking away. It's like we're in this birth canal, and it's, it's not easy and it's not pretty, but it is leading us to new life, and it is leading us to positive new life, and exhilarating and happy new life, where we can live a life of freedom. And once we have our freedom, this is when we can just breathe. This is when fear goes. This is when we don't allow other people to control us. This is when we know that we're in control, and we work with spirit to live a life that is fulfilling for us. So I hope that made sense there, that reading. Like I say, I wasn't going to do it, but I feel that it's come across as very powerful as well. So I really hope that that helped some of you. Please let me know if it did. I know there's been an issue lately. There's a couple of people keep messaging me on YouTube, and they keep sending messages, and I can read them, but for some reason they don't show up in the comments, so I cannot reply to them. I think, Sherry, I've had numerous messages off you, but there's some reason why I can't actually reply to you, and I'm so sorry about that, because your messages are always wonderful and they're lovely, and it's not that I'm ignoring them, they're just not showing up on my channel at all, so there's no way that I can. So like I say, today, look at where you will feel free. Look at where you're feeling controlled. Look at what is real and look at what is not real, and start to see what is it you want from your life and what is it you don't. And actually, start making little changes today, even if it's just something little, but this is about doing something for you, not for other people. This is doing something for you that will actually free yourself. I'm actually putting my house up for sale today, which will free me, so there's quite interesting there that's came out as well. But like I say, if somebody is on at you all the time, I really feel you need to stop this, because I feel that it is quite damaging. And like I say, it's quite a dominant male figure that is coming through, and this stuff you need to get off your chest as well. I really feel that is massively beneficial, because I do feel that it's going to actually manifest in illness if you don't, So like I say, it's better to nip it in the bud now. But wonderful, wonderful messages. I really, really like them today, and I'm sorry that they're late, but it's better late than never, isn't it? So have a fabulous day. I'm sending you all so much love today, and I'll be back tomorrow with the cards of today. Sat Nam.